Look out there, MP.
Let's keep this winning streak going.
Yo, what's good, MP?
Good, man.
Lie, bro. I watch you. You got a mean bag. Keep going, bro.
And that's big time coming from you, man. I study your game.
I appreciate that. But remember, nothing in this league is given to you. You got to earn it. Trust me. I'm speaking from experience. Take your time.
All right, man. Well, look, I want to get that jersey from you after the game. What's up with that?
What I just tell you, you got to earn it, man. Oh, we on that type of time. It's a bet. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. And it's going to be Los Angeles off the tip. How does the development, Greg, of role players affect the team?
It can be a major factor. Being able to fill the needs of a team, that's what it's all about. A shot here, a block there, structural players, critical.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot.
And what takes Grant's game to the next level? It's consistency with that jumper. It's a nice play there to get him something in rhythm.
Now here is Davis. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Portland grabs the miss. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Avdia can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Reeves against Henderson. Reeves into the lane, and it's Ayton with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Henderson, and Davis sends it back.
And this is how AD led the league in block shots. It's not just his wingspan, but it's his awareness, his basketball IQ when it comes to reading the game.
Now here is Davis. Reeves outside. Davis with a screen on Avdia. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Reeves has got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Ron checked in for Los Angeles. And Portland with a change here, too. Williams is checked in. Henderson passes to Williams. Back to Henderson. There's the drive. And then Henderson with the dunk.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick, and we talked about the matchup against Scoot Anderson. He told me Scoot is an extremely talented player. He's already somebody you have to game plan for with his scoring and playmaking. This is a guy with superstar potential. And Coach has a lot of respect for the skilled youngster. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Grant following the bucket by the Lakers. 6 to shoot. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 5.
And getting points inside important for Grant. Allows him to get a little bit of extra room on the perimeter when he needs it.
Now here is Davis. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Reddish, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Outside Williams. Back to Henderson. Baiting a screen on James. Henderson for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Hachimura is checked in for the Lakers. Gwinnett comes in for Anthony Davis. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, the Blazers with the draft night trade for two-way wing Denny Avdia, a young but established player on a value contract. Portland's added a guy who should help them win now and down the line. Guys, it appears Avdia is going to be a pretty seamless fit for Portland.
Okay, thank you, Shams. Here is Davis. Denny Avdia making his last shot. Now here is Davis. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now Ayton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And we'd be remiss not to mention his incredible rebounding, just a force on the backboards.
Here's Reeves from downtown. He doesn't hit that one. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers lead by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter. We'll go for a different look here. Davis is checked in for Vanderbilt. Davis comes in for Rui Hachimura. Reddish, he's checked in for Connect. And it's Austin Reeves in for D'Angelo Russell. Austin Reeves out there with LeBron James. Then it's Cameron Reddish. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Davis in at the 4 slot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Buries it down low. Davis has got 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Henderson kicks to Williams. Back to Henderson. 1:35 left to play here in the half. A three-pointer off the mark. Lakers trail by 8. Outside, Davis. Davis with a screen on Williams. Sharp against Davis. Pass to Reddish. Davis with a screen on Grant. A shot by Reddish, no good. Trailblazers leading by 8. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much.
And that's the improvement of his game. You gotta guard Bron close at the perimeter. He can be so efficient from out there.
Ayton finds Henderson. Henderson with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Outside, Davis. 20 seconds left now here in the second. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And here's Henderson. Pass to Sharp. And just miss after miss right now. Deni Avdija. He's been the guy making things happen for the Trailblazers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. He'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hey everybody, it's Portland Trailblazer basketball on tap in a game that's proven to be a healthy matchup through the first half.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Pelicans, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few analysts have predicted an upset here. I'm going the other way. I think they take care of business. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Deni Avdija.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. The wings, Sharp and Avdija. Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. And it's Henderson in at the point. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention, carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
Over in the corner, Reddish. Shot from the wing. Henderson pulls it in. Trailblazers leading by 6. Grant outside. And the dunk by Grant.
Oh, Grant comes flying in with so much force.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Now here's Davis. 8 points for him. Pass to connect. No good on the triple. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Fires from deep. Reddish grabs the rebound. Reddish has got his 4th rebound in this one. Well, the Lakers have got to be pleased. They no longer have to share their home arena. It's all their own now.
Yes, it's beneficial for the Lakers and Clippers. They've shared the arena since 1999 when the Staples Center first opened, but everyone knew it was the Lakers' house because they hung up the banners. But I will say this, the Clippers own their arena.
And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
And he's good on the second. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
It's stolen by Davis. Here's Connect. And Connect slams it in.
Rising up. Dalton Connect.
Portland leading by 5. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Sharp with a screen on Reeves. Henderson against Reeves. 5 on the clock. Really left alone that time. Grant's got 10 points in the game.
And he didn't really have this shot coming into the league. Grant has really worked on honing his shot from the perimeter.
Outside, Davis. Back to Reeves. And so the ball out of bounds. Reeves touched it last. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
And you look at Henderson. His athleticism is off the charts. And it doesn't go unnoticed, as you can see by how high he is in the dunk contest voting.
Yeah, the fans want him. I think the media wants him. Heck, he wants to be in. So I'm glad that he's in a position to take part.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Reeves. Bounce pass, Avdia. Grant kicks to Avdia. Down low, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Hard to stop Ayton once he gets moving downhill.
The Lakers with the ball. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Here's LeBron. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Blazers.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass.
Substitution here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis is checked in for Vanderbilt. Davis comes in for LeBron. Connect, he's checked in for Hachimura. And it's Reddish in for D'Angelo Russell. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Ayton finds Sharp. It's stolen by Davis. Davis is out there with Connect. Then it's Austin Reed. Then it's Cameron Reddish. And it's Davis in at the center. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Davis surveying the floor. And he comes up with the deuce.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Reddish the pass to Davis. Connect with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Grant outside. Reeves against Henderson. A rebound by the Lakers. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Davis against Avdia.
2 minutes remaining in this ball. 2 minutes.
Pass to Connect. Fires the three. That one's not going to go. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Shoots from 14, and he knocks down the jumper. Henderson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trail Blazers.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Grant against Davis. Pass to Connect. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Reeves can't hit.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Now, here's Sean. Avdia on the wing. Here's Grant. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Trailblazers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Deni Avdia.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
And Portland with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Grant. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you later.
Okay. You got me on that one, but, yo, can we still swap? What's up?
Nah, man. Ain't no handouts. Maybe next time, though, man.
All right, don't worry. I'll be back.
Yep.
All right.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.